Hey, what's going on, guys? I'm Connor, and today I'm going to show you how we plant pineapples here at Incredible Edible Landscapes.
You guys want to check out the pineapple patch? Let's go count this. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 18, 19, 20. Yeah, there's like 40 pineapples in here.
So as you can see, I've got a whole mess of pineapples here, and we're going to be planting them along this row of bananas. And I've already done a lot of the prep, and what you'll notice is I kind of dug a trench here where we're going to plant them. They're all going to go in a row along this line, and the reason that I prefer to plant this way by digging this trench is it makes it super easy to plant all of these in a straight line, and I just pop them out of the 1-gallon pots they're in and literally just place them in here, and then we can rake all this soil back over them. So it makes it super easy, and you can plant pineapples really close together, and you actually should. It gives a better result, and I'll explain why further on in the video. So hopefully you could see in that little time lapse how quick and easy this was to plant this way. You just pop them out of the pot, put them in the trench. These are at about roughly 10-inch spacing, which is what we want. And if you look down here, I'll show you why. Because when you put them that close, the leaves they lock into each other, and if you've ever grown pineapples, you know they can get a little bit top heavy when they have the fruit on the top. So if you plant them close like this, the leaves kind of interlock, and it helps give it a little more structure. When you get weeds growing in between your pineapples, it's really annoying to pull them out because of the spines and, you know, just having to reach in there with your fingers. So the closer you can get away with planting them together, as they grow, they'll be shading out the ground, and there's less potential for weeds to grow in between them. So it kind of helps with your maintenance of the pineapple patch as you go forward. Also, when you put them in a straight row like this, it's easier to mulch the whole area. You just kind of put it on the side, just like we have this mound of soil here. You put the mulch on the side, and you can just kind of rake it through. So this 12 inch spacing, you could even go a little closer, and this little trench method makes it really easy to plant patches like this, and it's going to be a good, successful pineapple patch. Now that they're in here, all we have to do is we just use our hands right now. All we gotta do is just push this dirt back in and fill in this trench. Now all the pineapples are planted. We filled in the trench, packed them all in, and the last step for right now is going to be fertilizing. We're going to use our favorite organic fertilizer, Harmony. It's a 543, and perfect for these pineapples. So I'm just going to go and kind of dress along this row here. You can see I mounded up some soil on the edge here to keep the water from running down. Pineapples actually get a lot of their nutrition through the leaves and through the center of the plant, so you can actually even drizzle a little bit right in the middle there, and they'll thank you for it. so we got the final step done, and that was mulching. Now we can basically just set it and forget it. Pineapples are very low maintenance. If you plant them properly and make sure that your patch is set up correctly like the way we did, and they're given a little bit of fertilizer, you pretty much don't have to do anything. Pineapples are, again, just super easy. They don't need a whole lot of care. You can do full sun, partial shade like we have them here next to our bananas is pretty ideal. So I just encourage you to plant a pineapple patch, even if you have a small amount of space. Highly recommend it. We grow hundreds of them here every year at Incredible Edible Landscapes. So we've got plenty for you if you want to start your own pineapple patch, and we'll be happy to give you some tips and pointers along the way. So come see us and check out our pineapple patch and plant your own. Before I end the video, I just want to show you a couple more of our pineapple plantings. This is my main pineapple patch. There's 60 plants in here. I have these variegated pineapples over here in the first row. A couple of them are starting to flower. And in the middle, these big ones are the sugarloaf pineapples. Also just beginning to form their fruit for the year. And then the third row over here are the grocery store pineapple. I don't know if this variety, I don't know what the correct name is, but they're the type that you can get at the store. And they're way better when you grow them yourself and you pick them fully ripe. So we expect a good crop of pineapples out of this patch this year. And here's one more example just to show you that pineapples can be planted in any available space in your food forest. These are surrounding a Vista White loquat tree. Fruit's starting to ripen up, and there's an elderberry in the background. It's flowering. But right here around the base of this loquat, I've got more pineapples, and they're fruiting and doing their thing in the margins. So my recommendation is, if you're planting a food forest, stick pineapples anywhere you can fit them.